Hello students, welcome to biology class. Today we are going to discuss about animal tissue. In the previous video I have told you about the plant tissue. Now today we will discuss about animal tissue. Likewise, plant animals also have different type of tissues in their body. Okay, and these tissue they have the capability to perform specific function. Okay, we can say beta muscles, blood, lymph, nerves, all these are tissues and they are performing what? They are performing specific function in the body. So we are talking about animal tissue. So in animals the tissue they are of different types. You can see here basically they are of 4 types: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. These are the 4 major tissues which are present in animals. Okay, epithelial, connective, muscular and nervous. Now you can see here further that a connective tissue is subdivided into areolar, adipose, skeletal, fluid and dense regular. Out of these 5, again you can see the skeletal tissue, it is divided into bone and cartilage. Fluid connective tissue, it is divided into blood and lymph. And dense regular tissue, it is divided into tendon and ligament. Okay, so this is the subtypes of the connective tissue. Third one is the muscular tissue. Again you can see there is division in muscular tissue. First is striated or skeletal, then non-striated or non-skeletal and cardiac muscles. Okay, so these 3 they comes in the category of muscular tissue. The 4th one is nervous. Okay, nervous tissue. So epithelial tissue, connective tissue, okay, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. These are the 4 types of tissues which are present in animals. Now today we are going to have a discussion on epithelial tissue, which is the first type of tissue in the body of animals. Yes beta, now see, we are going to discuss the first type of tissue in the body of animal, that is epithelial tissue. So this epithelial tissue beta, it is the simplest and fundamental tissue which forms a sheet of cells to make protective covering over the body. Okay, it includes external part also and it includes internal organs also. So this is the simplest tissue which forms a sheet of cells to make the protective covering over the animal body. So when we talk about this epithelial cells, epithelial tissue, it is present on our external surface also and it is also making some protective covering around the internal organs. Okay, and this is the simplest and the fundamental tissue. Now let us see the cells. The cells in this epithelial tissue, they are closely packed. They are joined together by cementing material. Like 2 bricks are there. To join the 2 bricks, we need some material to join them. That is cement. In the same way, there is a cementing material which joins these 2 cells. Okay. Now, what happens beta? The epithelial tissue, they are present over an extracellular matrix which is known as basement membrane. Now suppose this chalk, it is the epithelial tissue, okay, and this my hand, it is extracellular matrix layer and it is known as basement membrane, which is made up of glycoprotein and collagen fiber. This basement membrane, it is made up of glycoprotein and collagen fibers. These are the chemicals. The glycoprotein is chemical, collagen fibers. Okay, these made up this basement membrane. Now, what is the role of basement membrane beta? This basement membrane, it is connecting the epithelial tissue to connective tissue. Okay, and this connective tissue, it is supplying the blood vessels to the epithelial tissue. Okay, so these epithelial tissue, these are the simplest and the fundamental tissue which forms sheet of cells to protect the external as well as the internal organs of the body. Okay, the cells, they are closely packed, the intercellular space is absent. Between the two cells, the space is absent. There is no space, the cells are tightly packed. Okay, and then cells, these rest over extracellular matrix called basement membrane. So I told you this is the epithelial tissue, it is resting over over an extracellular matrix which is known as basement membrane. So this palm, it is known as the basement membrane, and below the basement membrane there is connective tissue. Okay, so this basement membrane is joining the epithelial tissue with the connective tissue, and also this connective tissue is supplying blood vessel to epithelial tissue through basement membrane, which is made up of glycoprotein and collagen fibers.